What's up, everybody? It's your big brother Zoe, man. Good morning. I know I look rough because it's early morning. You can see traffic going into campus. It's early, man. It's early. But little man got to school on time, fed, stomach full, brain alert. You know what I mean? Peppermint wakes up the brain in the morning. I know I look crazy, y'all, but like I said, this is the wake and bake grind, man. Now it's back to the crib to go to the stadium. Back to the crib, get myself together, start my day and be productive. But I just wanted to, just talking to my son. Again, I go to baseball stadium. So talking to my son this morning on the way. And, he goes to a very, very nice high school. Guess you could call it a prestigious high school, DuPont Manual. Best high school in the state of Kentucky. So talking to him and letting him know that, you're getting to the age where, you start to separate. You're running the same race, but the lead starts to extend about this time for other cultures. You know what I mean? And Churchill Downs, just giving y'all a little bit, let y'all ride with me. You know what I mean? So see the Kentucky Derby Museum. I don't know if the camera's on there or not. That's really not my main point. So yeah, around this time, other cultures are going through, the girls, Latinas that get their quinceañera, if I'm pronouncing that right, the bar mitzvah, the bat mitzvah, and around this time, other cultures, their children really start looking at life from a more mature lens, for more of a purpose, and I've had friends from other cultures my whole life, and I noticed that at a certain age, it's just like our interests, our motivations just became very different, very different. I remember my mother telling me when I was young, well, about 15 actually, that money is going to drive a wedge. Income, financial situation is going to drive a wedge between me and the people that I think are, my friends, my associates that I'm cool with, right? Here's the thing though, because I guess maybe she just didn't have the skills from her upbringing. She didn't prepare me to stay level with them and not fall behind. She just prepared me that it was going to happen. So I went out into the world and experienced the heartbreak and had no remedy for it. And a lot of times, like a lot of our people, a lot of our children, we just sink into the condition and start justifying. I'm sorry, man, it was a squirrel. I was trying to save his life. But start justifying our condition. And like I was telling my son this morning, this is what happens when you have a Hindustani friend, an Arabic friend, or an Asian friend, and a European friend, and then you graduate high school and you go into the workplace and they're coming out in suit and ties and you're going in a suit and tie, except you're handing your application to them to review. And they're looking like, hey, buddy, what's going on? I remember you from high school. And then the Asian friend comes and sits at the table, with the suit and tie on. And he's the second interviewer. And he's like, hey, buddy, I remember you from high school. And, we're going to get you in here and get you a job. And we're going to make sure everything's all right. And that's going to be cool. But what about the person that's being interviewed? How do they feel? I remember you from school, man. I, used to crack jokes and have fun, and now I'm depending on you to supply me with a livelihood. To the man or the woman who wouldn't even be touched by that or impacted by that in any way. To you, I say, I don't understand that, because as a man, the type of man that I am, honestly, type of man that I am, I couldn't sleep at night knowing that these people, I used to kick around with these people, and somehow, some way, man, these people are on a level that I'm needing them to help me sustain myself. You know what I mean? So, long to the short, man. So I'm talking to my son, and I've been talking, discussing wealth building with my son and the principles and the process of wealth building. And I'm having him read materials, and I'm discussing the materials with him. And I noticed that my son was just he was taking it a little too lightly. And so I just had to break down with him. So these are the things that separate. These are the differences. This is what differentiates the guy in the tie on one side of the table at the interview and the guy in the tie on the other side of the table at the interview. Understanding these principles. I've tried to implement different rites of passage for my son so he can understand the importance of maturing and embrace it, because anybody listening, please initiate some form of rites of passage for quote unquote black African American children. In your family, your children, in your community, something. Because other cultures are doing this for their children. What it does to the mind, it lets them know that they are entering into a world of the adult. See, nothing in our culture indicates to the children in our culture that they're entering into the world of adulthood other than what? Talk to me. You know what it is. Sex, grown-up music, grown-up subject matter, grown-up fashion. That's what indicates to a majority of the children in our culture. Well, I'm not going to say our, because I don't subscribe to it, and you could judge me all day, but I don't subscribe to that. I don't raise my children or raise my child under old school tenets. Black culture, black community, African American this. We way more than that. Way more than that. Those are political and social construct words. And just like when you download an app on your smartphone, you know what I mean? And it tells you that you have to accept the terms and conditions once you download this program, this application that you apply. Your mentality applies to everything in life. And if you download a belief, if you subscribe to an ideology, then you have to agree to the terms and the conditions that come along with it as you apply them in your life. Application, app. And with the black African American construct, there is no financial platform. There is no financial history. There is nothing impactful financially to use as a precedent other than what they call Black Wall Street. And many of us are confused and miseducated about exactly what that was. So, again, hold on, I'm sorry, it's a car coming, so. Again, the point of this video, fam, is I'm about to use some real blatant language. Some real blatant language. It's early in the morning, so I'll blame it on that. You know what I mean? But it's me all day long. And I'll say this, and I'll stand by it, and I don't care who don't like it. Prove me wrong. That's what I ask you if you don't like it. But the language I'm going to use is do not, because of fear or just inadequacy, relegate your child or children around you to the nigger reality, to the nigger condition. Yep. Okay, let me say that again. Do not relegate your child or children around you to the nigger condition because of inadequacy. There's nothing worse. There's nothing worse than feeling great on the inside and not having the tools to express it. Can you imagine a caterpillar who dies trying to eat his way out of the cocoon? That's how a lot of us feel. That's how a lot of our children feel. You know, as they get out in this world and compete, see the toughness, the things that they hear in the home a lot of times, the intimidation and the slick talk and the I wish I would. You know, children think that's real, and they get out here and they adapt to that. And the world quickly shows them that the niggas problem is the niggas problem. I'm sorry, people, but I'm coming straight from the lessons. The niggas problem is the niggas problem. No other culture lives like we live, and people are going to say it's because of slavery, but every culture has been enslaved. You ever seen that movie Gladiator? They show it to you right there. Anyway, the whole point of this video, man, is don't leave your children behind. You taught them how to be tough. That's not going to work. You taught them how to talk slick. It's not going to work. You taught them to say yes, sir, no, ma'am, thank you. That's not enough. You taught them to be aggressive, to be assertive. Don't let nobody put their hands on you. How does that apply? What did you teach them about building wealth? What did you teach them about maintaining wealth? What did you teach them about investing wealth? What did you teach them about making their residual income work for them and to future generations? What do you know? Who taught you anything? Are you hiding behind your inadequacy with tough talk? Are you talking in general terms and nothing specific? Be honest. These are the conversations when I say you got to get down in the deep, dark corners of your mind where nobody is, where nobody knows even exists. Where they knew, if they knew these places exist, they might look at you different. You know, I know we like to think we got it all together. Yeah, it says beat Kentucky. You know what it is. L1C4. It's my alma mater. Undergrad anyway. Anyway. Be honest. Can you be honest? And after you're honest, because no one's only half the battle, are you going to go out there? Because I didn't grow up with this information. It's taken me, what is this, about the 20th lifetime? Look in there, man. Look in there. If you really, man, look in there. It's taken me this many revolutions around, man, to get it. You know, I wrote a paper in the 9th grade that asked the question, does education cause separation? And I was talking about the more you get educated outside of the family, the more you start to realize that the educating that goes on in the family sometimes is just to perpetuate the family cycle. And a lot of times, unfortunately, remember it's morning time, unfortunately, that cycle is not productive. It's actually counterproductive. So what do you know about the process of success? Listen to these rich people, wealthy people. I don't want to say rich, because to me, a rich life is a happy life, a fulfilling life, loving what you do and doing what you love, and making enough money to where you can go serve other people so they can do what they love and make a living doing what they love and love what they're doing so they can go help other people. And then the people that they help can do what they love and love what they do and be wealthy doing it and then go help other people. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I just had a moment. I haven't made a video in a couple days. There's a lot going on. Live on in peace to my little cousin Brittany. You know, way too good of a person to probably be down here So the creator just brought her on home, man. People ain't listening no way. You know. Condolences to Niecy. You know, no parent should go through that. You know what I'm saying? Young, beautiful cousin. Young, beautiful cousin. Beautiful spirit. Beautiful personality. Beautiful mind. You know, beautiful face. Loving person. Like the man said, I believe it was Pimp C who said, if you got children, show them you love them, because God just might call them home. Because one day you hear him, baby, the next day you gone. You understand? But back to the point, teach your children wealth, man. Right? Teach your children wisdom, reality today, so they can live tomorrow. It's Erykah Badu. Everybody listen to her, everybody love her, but are you listening? Teach your children the process of success. Listen to Will Smith. Listen to Erykah Badu. Listen to Michael Jordan. Listen to Warren Buffett. And you'll start to notice that they're saying similar things. It's not luck. Luck is but a law unrecognized. They're using universal principles, universal laws. Use the law for your benefit. The law that, whether you call it God or law or whatever, the law that God put down says, if you give, you shall receive. It says seek, that's action, do the work. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. Now, I'm not going to get mystical, magical, sky daddy spooky on you. Because heaven, the original word is Oranos, which just means the sky. But in these particular writings, heaven is your mind. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. Rise to your higher consciousness, and all the riches of the world will be given to you. But you have not because you ask not. And remember, you ask through action. You ask through service. The law. It's the law. There's a physical representation of the law. So there is a spiritual, etheric, cosmic prototype of the law. The laws for your benefit. See, the laws on that level haven't been corrupted. Use them. Use them. Teach your children wisdom. Reality today, so they can live tomorrow. Talk YouTube, talk Facebook, talk Twitter, talk Instagram, talk, man. Talk to each other, talk to your children. But I would suggest you get in that mirror first. You see what I'm saying? Can you see me? Let me get it. Can you see me? I can't see you. I see you. I'm starting to see you. Can you see me? I see you. Right? Get in that mirror right there. Right? Spooky place, most haunted place in the world. That mirror right there. Right? Can't run from them ghosts. You did? Can't run from them ghosts. But get in that mirror and talk. And be honest, man. What do you have to leave your children? A lot of us are just coming, into consciousness, first generationers, right? A lot of us feel like we behind. You're not behind. You're not behind. That's like the person who comes from out of the water, almost drowned. Then they come to. And they start breathing real crazy. What's wrong? Well, I'm behind on breathing. And nah, there's no such thing. Because once you're in it, you're immersed in it. You're not behind. You're right where you need to be. Immerse yourself in it now, and you'll be right where you need to be. You know why? Because you're going to give it to your children. Has nothing to do. I'm not going to say nothing to do, because, of course, we'd all like to enjoy a couple of revolutions around the sun if possible. But the greatest joy is knowing your children and your children's children and your children's children's children will benefit from what you initiated. We talk about breaking the cycle. Break the cycle, y'all. You got to know how first. You got to know what the cycle is. You got to know how the cycle started. You got to know what the reality was prior to the cycle. You have to see it in your mind. Then you have to expect it to manifest in your world. And then you have to do the work. Please don't leave your children out here, man. Don't leave them out here. You want them to be healthy? Then give them the confidence to have mental health. Because it all starts in the mind. The first law is mentalism. Thought be the cause of it all. Teach your children how to think. Not always what to think. Teach them how to think. Focus their mind on wealth building, managing wealth, and then being a servant to mankind with that wealth. You don't hoard wealth. Again, it's like hoarding air. It's like hoarding sunlight. Sunlight is energy. Sunlight's everywhere. How do you hoard it? Once you understand that money is just energy, a physical representation of energy. I'll leave you with this. Spell time backwards, and then you understand. If time is money, spell time backwards and you understand what attracts money. Be attractive. Your children are watching. So many of us are worried about how the streets are watching. Right? The streets watching. Right? I say to you, man, don't matter what the streets is watching, man. The streets will bow to you. Right? Your children are watching. Show them success. Show them fortitude. Show them determination. Show them it's never too late to be a winner. You are a winner, aren't you? You damn right you a winner. You know why? Because you listening to this. And you made it to this point. And you're not cussing me out. You're not judging me. You're not calling me a sellout. You're not telling me who you think he is. That nigga ain't rich. Excuse my language. But oh, I am rich. I just didn't have the confidence in myself to manifest it. I was scared of the judgment. The being ostracized. You know what I mean? The who he think he is, or he trying to be white, or he a sellout. I'm not gonna lie, that affected me. I didn't want that. I've already faced enough criticism for some decisions I've made in my life by people who I thought were close to me. But once I had my son, and I realized what being close to me really means, nothing else mattered. And so I'm pleading with you, anybody watching this, be honest with yourself. Do you have the tools to teach your child the tenets and the principles of wealth building and the process of wealth building? Or are you just winging it? Sending them out there on a wish and a prayer and a couple dollars. Refuse to lose. Do not go gentle into that good night. Your children's sanctity, if that's even the right word right now, your children's peace of mind, peace of life is dependent upon this. Go get the information. So I'm not going to do what a lot of people do, tell you to do all of this and do all that and bash you and all that, and then leave you high and dry. I want you to look up James Allen, As a Man Thinketh. Because I believe there's a scripture that says, as a man thinketh, so shall he be. Remember, the first law is mentalism. It's all in the mind. So look up James Allen, As a Man Thinketh. Drop comments in the box, questions in the box. By all means, ask questions. And I'm not trying to brag. I'm really not. You can ask the people who know me. Sit down and talk with me, YouTube, Facebook, and you'll see, man. Everybody has a gift. Everybody has a gift. You know, my gift is behind my eyes. The hidden temple. The hidden jewel. Sit down and talk with me. Email, text, comments, Facebook, YouTube. And I'm not trying to be nobody's leader. I'm just trying to be your brother. It's your big brother Zoe, man. Signing out. Peace and love. It's early in the morning. I'm about to go get myself together. You know, wake and bake, get it done. Complete your first task. Make the bed. Make the bed. You know what I mean? Get a vision for your life, for your children's life. Do the work. Make it happen. You do deserve it, don't you? Don't you? Use your time wisely, fam. Why? Because that's all you got. Peace and love. It's your big brother Zoe, man. I'm out.